And mute. Boom. There we go. Episode 20 or episode 30 for those who you are watching on who watched the first 10 pilot episodes of this when we were still figuring out everything. Episode 20. Holy shit. I don't know how long have you been streaming for? I don't know, like I believe we have been streaming for like 2 years, give or take. Let's have a look here, actually. Holy shit, I would have never. Yes, hello chat. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing great. Alright, let's have a look here. Actually, I don't need to. Well, I can check it like this. Let's have a look. When did our first stream? I can't check it from Twitch because if I don't leave my streams up on Twitch. So I'm gonna check it off the YouTube channel. So after the first initial 10 pilot episodes, all the way up to episode 10, then when episode 20 started, or episode 1, wait, I'm probably saying something wrong. Oh, no. When episode 11 started, I believe, that's when I started uploading them to YouTube, because that's when we had to figure out everything and getting everything ready. But yeah, here we go. The first three, which was, oh yeah, I forgot these are all age restricted. And I don't have a above 18. Channel, so, but this was uploaded the 15th of the 3rd, so March 15th, so that was when the first stream came out, and now we have been doing this for the official streams. We have been doing these for about a year now, which is absolutely incredible. It's incredible to see how far these live streams have come. Man, it's just so awesome. So today, seeing as this is episode 20, and yes, I know a lot of people are gonna say we're gonna say that I'm wrong, as it's actually episode 30. I'm not counting the first initial 10 episodes which weren't uploaded to YouTube. I'm only counting the ones which were uploaded to YouTube. So the first 10 episodes were pilot episodes, and these are the real episodes, I would call them. So today we're gonna have some topics. We're gonna have 3 topics actually today. I want to continue on talking about the strike and how that's going. And then I wanna, what's the other thing? I wanna talk about Ukraine, but just briefly, because I think I covered most of the stuff in my dedicated Ukraine episode. But I still wanna a bit talk about that. So, and then there was a third one, but I can't really remember. It's in the, if you're watching this live, it's in the little description. If you like click down, I don't know if you're on mobile, if you're on mobile, you just click your screen and it should pop up everything. But I think on Twitch, when you're live, I believe when you're on computer, you just click off and then look down there on the title. I'm probably explaining that completely wrong, but that's how I remember it to be. Anyway, so what was the third topic? God damn it. Oh yeah, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. I want to talk about that a bit and get some thoughts from you guys. So this is gonna be a relatively long stream. I think we're gonna be going double how long we usually go, because usually we go for close to an hour, 45 minutes. Today I am today I think this is gonna be closer to 2 hours. This stream. Um, I don't think it's gonna be quite 2 hours, like episode 4 was. When we talked about CPAC and all that stuff. I don't think it's gonna be that long, but it may be. It may possibly be. And just to realize, I'm with the dog currently, because if you don't know, Lucy actually moved over here to my mom's house, for reasons which I don't want to talk about. Well, okay, I can just tell you. So the reasons is because Lucy wasn't really that great of a addition to the family at the farm. She didn't really fit in there, just because of, well, she's a shepherd dog, and she kept trying to, I guess, shepherd um these all our horses. So that wasn't that great. So there was a few problems with Lucy living on the farm. So she moved over here, and she's doing great here. So nothing too serious or anything like that. Just that's what it is, and we just gotta live with it, unfortunately. But it's great. My mom's new boyfriend, so to speak. He absolutely loves the dog. My mom loves the dog as well, and I love the dog, and everybody here seems to like the dog a lot. So it's not a problem. It's no unfortunate thing or anything like that. She's doing great here, even better than what she was doing at the farm, because at the farm we can't really have dogs with, well, we can, but we, like Bella, for instance, she's more of a dog which can survive alone. She doesn't really need a lot of people around her at all times. She really likes to do her own thing. And that's great because we don't really have that much time with the dogs, because we need to be at the stables. Then we're doing some work or we're doing I'm doing like most of the time, especially now during when we're getting up to summer. I'm doing a lot of sawing work. So I'm doing a lot of chainsaw work in the forest, and doing like lumberjack work, I guess you could call it. And because of that, we only have time. The only time which we have with the dogs are in the mornings and in the at the evenings after all work is done. So unfortunately, we don't have that much time when we're over there. But here, because of really the only times when we're gone is during work, and most of the time we're at home. So here, Lucy, who is more of a social dog, she really survives well here. So it was the best option, and it's great. I love to. Be Marco, my mom's boyfriend, and mom. So and so have been wanting some sort of animal over here, and we thought like, hey, this is the perfect time to get one. Instead of giving Lucy away to somebody who we don't know, she sort of stays in the family, which is great. That was a long and complicated explanation that she works better here in the city than what she does at the farm. Is there more farm videos going to be coming out? Yes, on Instagram, they're now going into summer. There's going to be a lot more farm videos coming out. I really want to start that up, like fully now, when I've already done the 2 pilot episodes, one on the chainsaw and one while we were rebuilding the bridge. Now it's officially starting, so I am trying to do this twice a month. Upload one video. Twice a month upload a video. On the farm on Instagram. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm not giving you any promises, but I'm hoping that that's gonna go well. And my lumbar support is a bit low. Let me pull this up. Yeah, I put out lumbar support on my chair. I mean, I really like, if you don't know, by the way, this is the same chair as I was using, as I built in the Hybrex chair video. This is the same chair. I know it's different cushion, but same chair. And as you know, it has the dial, like the thing on the side, which pushes the lumbar support out. Um, but I added a lumbar support, but it's great, but it's just a little too high for me, so I actually just added a cushion on the back, so it really stables me. It really works better, I guess, so to speak. Has the chair been treating you well? The chair has been treating me really well. I really like this chair. I know a lot of people don't really, or a lot of people curl their lip, so to speak, to these gaming chairs, and to be honest, yeah, these are never gonna be. I'm just gonna say this: these are never gonna be good to everyone, like a normal office chair would be. Like a normal office chair, I would say, would be a normal like sitting down office chair. Is always gonna be better for a wider variety of people than these chairs. But what I get from these chairs is that there's actual headrest on this, which is great. I really like the fact that this is our headrest, and this really works for my body type because I'm skinny but I'm very tall. Um, in this chair, well, I wouldn't say it's quite wide, but but it's also very tall, so I really sit really well back in this chair, which I really like. It's a very nice chair for me. But I do see some problems with these chairs. Like one, if I slouch a little bit over to the side and play games, in after a while my side is gonna start hurting, and I'm trying to rejigger until I realize that there's no point in it, and I just stop gaming because it hurts too much. So there is some problems, and that's just in my over here at the lumbar area, I guess. Um, so because of that, I added a cushion because now I can just put it wherever I want it to be. But I am gonna after around the end of summer, I am going to be buying um a normal a normal office chair to use. Well, no. I'm gonna buy a ergonomic chair pretty much. That's what I've been planning on. I've been looking on IKEA and I've been looking on Yuski and all these sites for cheap-ish, like in the same price range as this, but nothing like, but still has very great capabilities. I mean, you're not gonna get any anything ergonomic wise. You're not gonna get anything close to like the Herman Miller chair. If you know what I'm talking about, the Herman Miller Logitech Bond gaming chair, if you know what I mean. You're never gonna get anything close to that at that same price range, at the same price range as this. But I think we can get pretty close. So I'm still looking, I'm still searching, and once I find a good one, which works for my body type and everything, and when I've tested it, then I'll buy it, bring it over here, and I'm not planning on abandoning this thing fully. I'm planning on, at first, I'm planning on actually to use this for most of my gaming because I actually really like this sort of this sort of seat for gaming, and seeing as I'm not, what do you call it? And seeing as I don't game for hours and hours at a time, this chair really works for me because it's very comfortable to game in. But then for editing or transferring videos and all that stuff, which takes a while, for that I'm gonna start using the new ergonomic office chair, so to speak. I'm gonna start using that chair for those things first, and then after a while I'll start completely moving over slowly but surely. I'm gonna start moving over to that chair until I've fully moved over to that chair, and then once I've done that, I'm actually gonna bring this over to, I don't know if I should say this. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because that might sound weird, and I don't want to start explaining this. But I'm gonna be, well, short answer is I'm gonna be bringing this to a place where I desperately need it. Oh god, and now I started the whole speech about why is it weird. I'm gonna be bringing it over to a office setting, so to speak, because I'm in a desperate need over there to have a comfortable chair, and I have asked the person over there if I can bring my own chair, and they said yes, so I am gonna do that. So I'm gonna bring this over there, and then I'm gonna completely move over to whatever office chair I decide buying. Will you buy the Herman Miller? No, I would love to buy that chair. I would love to buy the Herman Miller Logitech gaming chair. But it's just so damn expensive. I believe last time when I checked it was like $1,000. Let's have a look here. Oh.
Haluatko mun takiin? Onko se täällä?
Mitä sä tukannut?
Mun takiin.
Miksi se täällä oli?
No en tiedä. Tää naissa kyllä.
En mä tiedä, sä oot sinne laittanut. Niin mitä takia sä sisätit? Arvopäin vähän.
Niin, mistä? Onko sun sadetakki?
Ei. Sisätitkö sä sitä villakangastakkiä?
Ei.
Jaa, no mulle ei kyllä sitä ole. Anyway. Sorry, that was my mom. Who came in the room looking for a jacket. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Logitech Herman Miller. So how much is this? What's the price range of this chair? This is just a promotional site to the chair. Here we go. Versus store. Alright. Yeah, it's $1,700, which I mean, it's not the most expensive chair I've seen. I've definitely seen gaming chairs which surpass that by quite a margin. But when you think about it, it is quite expensive. This chair is quite expensive for the chair, and I'm not gonna be spending that much money on a chair. I mean, I would love to have this chair, and I think it looks great, and it would match the setup well, alright, I guess. But it's just way too expensive, man, and I'm not quite there financially that I can afford to buy that sort of expensive chair. So I've been looking on sites like IKEA. Let me see here. I could probably plug in I could probably screen capture this and then put it on the stream. So, you know, maybe I should figure that out at some point to like be able to have screen capture and be able to put my actual stream on. Put my actual stream, like screen capture something for my screen so you can see it on the stream. There we go. God damn it, it's windy out in my window, so there we go. Alright, let's have a look here. IKEA office chairs. Here we go. It's funny that every store now sells gaming chairs, but no stores used to sell them except for electronic stores. That is actually really true. Literally every store, every like in the beginning when these first came out, like there was no stores that sold these. There was only like the tech stores like Gigante or something like that, or then you had to buy them online. But today, like every fucking like um furniture store or whatever sells these chairs. Like go to any one of them, and I guarantee you'll see at least one of these there. And most of them are actually not that bad. Some of them are actually quite good chairs, which is surprising. I would have not thought about that. You would think that they would be quite garbage because they're quite they're quite they're a lot more cheaper in those stores than they are in gaming stores, but they're actually quite good. They're quite good. What would I? I think it's on finish. Yeah, it is. All right. Here we go. So I'll tell you which one I've been looking for. The chair which I've been looking for, and I will put a link in chat, I think, so you can go ahead and have a look at it as well. And I'll just tell you what it's called. Yeah, look at this. I didn't even need to scroll that far down, and there's already one here. It's the upp till Splerame. Splere. Upp till spelare. I think it's on Swedish, I don't know. But like there's already that's not what I've been looking for, by the way. It's that's a gaming chair which I found here. So it's weird. Like you're seeing these chairs more. I would not expect IKEA to have these. But I mean I kinda get it because it's still furniture. This is all furniture at the end of the day, but still would not expect that. Look at that, they're selling like setup sets. They're like selling a table, a chair, and then some sort of cabinet all in one, which is pretty nice. But I'm looking for like a mesh, like a comfortable ergonomically, you can like, when I'm talking about ergonomics, by the way, I'm talking about that you can set up the back and the seats and everything to just how you want it. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm using the name ergonomic. I'm using the saying ergonomic or the word ergonomic very loosely right now, so if you don't understand what I mean, so it's just a bit of an explanation. Okay, I can't find it on this site, but it was a black mesh chair, which I actually tried in IKEA when I was there last time. And I'm getting stuck on cables. My chair is getting stuck on cables. Stop it. Piece of shit. This thing's very squeaky as well. But yeah, it was very comfortable. It's a mesh chair. It had armrests and everything. And I believe it's like around $150 price point. So not that expensive. I believe this one was about $200, I believe. So not that far off, actually a bit cheaper. Oh wait, here it is. No wait, no, that's not it. But yeah, so if I find out, I'll give you a heads up in chat and put a link over there. Any YouTube news which you can give out on your like videos on your channel and stuff like that? Currently, I believe it doesn't come as any surprise to anybody that I'm working on the next script for my next movie, which I'm going to be filming during summer. which should come out around July or August. So I think that comes to everybody as no surprise. But I am also working on the Lost documentary series, which is gonna come out at the end of the year. So I'm working on like kind of finding ideas, or because the thing is how I do this. So if you go on my Instagram, you'll see like I have this like list of videos of the year which I'm gonna be making for this year. You can see like there's so I always have ideas, like plans which I want to do this year, written there, like what videos are gonna be coming out, and what how long are the videos, or how many parts, or whatever. So I always have plans which I want to do with them. I have like a base plan which I want to do with those series or videos. But I never have it completely figured out. So like the documentary, currently I'm figuring out what I want to do, make it about. I mean, I know what I want to make it about, but I don't know. I need to find like locations and shit like that to make that video pay off. But those two videos are what I'm kind of working on. More on the script, but just a little bit snooping around and looking at locations for the next documentary. But then I'm also working on the list, because this is the time when I start planning on the list for next year's videos. And currently there's a lot that goes into that as well. So I need to I'm going through all kinds of shit. I'm going through what do you call it? I'm going through like ideas which I have, and which ones are actually practical, which I can do, and which are not, and which I may push to another year, and what works in the same sync or whatever. So that's kind of what I've been working on currently, if you were wondering. So, but then, otherwise than that, I am like miscellaneous videos to the main channel. There is gonna be another random video coming out, which is gonna be a vlog when we go to Italy. So that is gonna be happening once we actually go there, which is in about a month, which is crazy. It feels like it has felt such a long time ago. It feels this trip has been like, I think like 2 years in the making now, that we wanna like go to another country or whatever. This has been for a long time in the making, and we have been planning on where do we want to go, whatever. But now finally, when COVID, well, COVID is still like, there's a lot of cases of COVID. There's a lot of them, but it's not as deadly as it once was. So now at least we are feeling more comfortable on flying again and going to other countries or whatever. So, and I'm so happy to do this. I know, by the way, I completely understand. This is not like a normal life that you can just go to other countries whenever you want or whatever. I know that's not normal. I completely understand that, and I know I never mean to, whenever I'm talking about I really would love to go to other countries, I'm not meaning like, I'm not trying to brag by saying that. I'm just saying that that's what I like to do, you know? And just because other people can't do that, I don't think I should, be. Just because other people can't do this, whatever, can't do stuff like this, doesn't mean that I should, doesn't mean that I shouldn't be allowed to do it, because I have the chance to do it, so why should I not do it, But I never mean to brag or anything like that. If that sometimes comes across, I'm very sorry about that. I never mean it that way. But I just love traveling. I really do, and I'm lucky enough to have the chance to do that, which is incredible. So I never mean to brag, mean to sound like I'm bragging about it. I'm sorry if it sometimes comes across that way. But yeah, I'm very excited about this trip. It's been a long time in the making, and I'm very excited to finally do it. And I'm gonna be uploading a old style of vlog to the main channel, which I never thought I would do either. But I thought that, but let's do a kind of like an old style video. And I thought, all right, let's do a vlog about this trip. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I will give you a heads up once the vlogs are going to be starting to come out. I think how I'm going to do it is, I think I'm going to upload, there's two ways I can do this, okay? And you can tell me which one is better. Number one is that I make every day a vlog to my second channel, Bluish 2, where you may or may not be watching the stream right now as a video afterwards. I'll upload do daily vlogs over there. And then after that, put it all together and upload it as one video to the main channel. Or I could also do it just to vlog every day, and then once I get back home, edit it all together and put it on the main channel. So you tell me which one's better, and I will choose from there. If you think, you can tell me in the chat, by the way. You don't need to start telling me on Twitter or whatever. Just tell me in the chat. But yeah, I would be very appreciative to, well, I really would like to hear what you guys think about which is a better option. But yeah, I'm very excited about this trip. It's gonna be great. And then I believe we're also gonna be going with my dad to England, or I don't know what other place there is. There was a couple places which we had planned, and we're gonna go over to, I believe it was England, or I don't know. I don't really know. But there was a couple countries which we were planning on with my dad, so we would go as a big group over to those countries, maybe to one of those countries as a city vacation. I believe I'm not gonna vlog that. I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I'm not sure if I am going to vlog that trip. But at the very least, I will be posting, doing a similar like Instagram story video, so to speak, about the whole trip, and just putting it as a thing to my Instagram, like happenings feed, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I think I'm ready for my first little break, so I need to go. This is probably gonna be a bit of a longer break, so I'm gonna put on some music as soon as I have figured this out. I believe it's that one. And then there we go. Alright. And I'm gonna put on some music, and I'm gonna go downstairs and take a little bit of a break. And then we're gonna continue on with this. Continue on trucking on. See what we come up with. So I'm gonna put on, I'm not gonna put on Tropical Storm because that's too short. And I'm just gonna put on Himalayan temple music. I'm gonna put on this. Some people told me this was copyrighted, but I'm not. I'm gonna do strikes, so don't know. Anyway, I'll see you later, alligator. I will put on some shorts. Is that high enough? I'm not sure. Ow, yeah, that's way too far. Alright, I'll put it down a bit. Is that good? I think that's just perfect. I think. Alright, I'm gonna... Alright, there you go. I'll be back. And I will take off this. Alright. I am back. I am back. Go over here. And pause. And pause. Why aren't you pausing? And pause. There we go. Alright. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. After that short, well, long but short intermission, now we're back to do some more live streaming. I hope you all had a great break. Got yourself a little drink. I poured myself a little drink here. This is, I believe, some sort of juice. I don't really remember. I was looking. Well, on Finnish it's mustikkamehu, if you know what's that on Swedish, or on English, then there you go. Wait, what is it? Blåbärs. Why blåbärssaft? Hold on. There we go. Alright. Blueberry juice. That's what it is. Blueberry juice. As I poured myself this because my mom poured me a glass once of this. And she was like, taste it, it's actually really good. And then I tasted it and this is actually really fucking good. I do like myself a nice cold Fanta every once in a while. But I don't really like the I'm not a huge fan of the soda part of it, like the stuff which you know what I mean. Somehow I'm a bit sensitive to it. It's nothing dangerous or anything. I can still drink soda stuff. But it's not great. It doesn't taste the best in my mouth, or it doesn't really feel the best. But I can still drink it. There's no problem in that. But I'm not a huge fan of I'm a huge fan of the Fanta part of it, but I'm not that huge of a fan of the main soda part of it. So I still drink a lot of Fanta, but that's just it. But I like this more because this has no soda stuff in it, whatever you call it. It's very great for, I would call it, for the mornings or the nights. I usually drink 1 glass in the morning and 1 glass at night. It's very nice. Yo, mom, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Or I'm gonna suspend you, you bitch. No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna suspend you. I know who you are, by the way, in chat. Don't even think about it. I don't know. I would probably not suspend anybody for saying that, but... Well, I don't know. I may... If you meant it in some sort of bad way, then maybe I would have suspended a person. But as soon as I know this guy, I'm not gonna do it. Well, not personally, but I've seen him in chat many times and ask really legitimate questions. Oh yeah, and then I put coffee on as well. Like coffee? I love coffee. That's very great. I might need to run downstairs and actually get my coffee. Because I did not, because I put it on once I came up here, so I wasn't able to grab it while I was downstairs. So I may need to run here in a few minutes, just quickly, nothing special. I'm not taking a break or anything, I'm just gonna run downstairs and get myself a cup of coffee. Why don't you use a pop filter on your microphone? The reason is because this actually has, well, this is, first of all, I guess I would introduce this microphone. I've had this for a while. You probably noticed, you saw it in my first setup tour, I believe, which I did on the second channel. This is my W87, this is my Warm Audio WA87, which I recently learned this is actually not a official WA87, which it never marketed it as a official, not official Warm Audio microphone. It never advertised it, but it advertised that it had the same, I believe it advertised that it had the same capabilities to that microphone. But it pretty much had but it was the USB version. So you can see this has a USB port on here. Usually a Warm Audio WA87 microphone would have XLR, but this pretty much has the same internals to that microphone, but just by USB. And that's why I've been calling it the USB version of the WA87, which I actually recently learned that's what it pretty much is. I thought it was like a clone, or just a clone which sounds about the same as that microphone, but actually it's pretty much the same microphone, but just in a USB form. What's the company's name? I don't really remember. I bought this on Amazon for about $200, so it was very expensive, but it's well worth the price. But seeing as I'm not using, you might see that I'm not, as you were asking, I'm not using a pop filter over this, and the reason is because this actually has a pop filter built into it. I don't know if you can see on stream, if I bring it close, hold on. Now you can't see it. But it has a pop filter built into it, so you don't actually need any shield on this, which is great. I mean, you still hear, if I do, you probably still hear it, but it's not as bad as a normal WA87 without that. So it's really great. I really like that feature of it, that it actually has that built in, so you don't actually need a shield on this. But I am replacing this microphone soon. Soon to a XLR microphone, another 87 XLR microphone. So another sort of clone of the Neumann U87, which is a famously well-known mic. But yeah, that's why I don't have a pop filter on this. So if that answers your question, that's great. So you didn't actually, so wait, did you know, hold on, sorry, that went past. So wait, did you know that it was a, god damn it. Sorry, for some reason I can't read as fast as I usually can. So didn't you know that it was a copy of that microphone, or didn't you know that it was this pretty much the same microphone, but as a USB? Yeah. So originally I thought this was a sort of like, well, it still is, but originally I thought this was like some sort of person who was trying to like take the same audio of the Warm Audio WA87, which I have used in the past. You've seen at the black microphone, which I used to have, was that. So he pretty much took that microphone and looked at the internals of that, and I thought he like tried like to copy the sound with that, but apparently what he did was pretty much just like step by step make the exact same internals to that microphone, but then just make it a USB, which is great if you're a starting out YouTuber. I really like the fact that this is USB, but the reason why But the reason why I'm buying a new microphone is since first of all, I've been using this for like 2 years now. And secondly, I want to plug it into my audio interface, which I have on my desk over here, because currently I'm only using it to control the volume of my headphones, which is way overkill. So I'm actually buying a Neumann U87 clone for, I believe it's about the same price as this. And then I'm gonna plug it into this DAC right here, so then I can actually have better audio on my videos again. Because originally I sold my W87 and went back to this, just because of I got sick of XLR with XLR. I got sick of XLR microphones because I just didn't really like them. I thought this was much more practical, and sure it is, but you get a very raw form of the audio. But while you have an XLR DAC and you have a XLR audio interface, but if you have an XLR microphone which plugs into an audio interface, although that's more complicated, so to speak, the sound is so much better, which I love. So that's why I like these DACs more. I like to use. That's why I'm going back to an audio interface, but I'm not buying the Warm Audio W87 again because that was a bit too expensive for my taste. So I'm gonna be going back to XLR, but I'm gonna be going back to another Neumann U87 clone, which is, hold on, let me check here. I bought it from Amazon. It's gonna be coming. Let me go to my orders. Here we go. It's gonna be coming June 10th. It is the Lyricitsu U87. Lyricitsu Audio 87. Lyricitsu, I believe that's. I don't really know how you say it, but it's pretty much all in all, it's pretty much a similar microphone to this, but it's just an XLR version, which I really like. But yeah, why did you get sick of XLR microphones to the point that you sold your Neumann U87? I did not have a Neumann U87, dude. I had the Warm Audio WA87, not the same microphone. But yeah, why I got sick of this was just because it was just too complicated. I just didn't like it. I liked the audio, what came out of it. It was great, but at the time I thought this was the better option because this was more practical. Because before that, along with my audio interface, I had this. Hold on. I had this DAC, which is over here now. I had this thing, which is a Tractor N1, which is if you know what a drum pad is, which you can like play things with. I had this to just beef up my audio game, because with this, I could like dial in whatever I wanted on this. I could dial in whatever sounds I wanted. So originally I was gonna make these streams to be like, all right, I want a birds chirping. Press this button. I want this. I press this button. So it would have just made the audio better. And plus, it has all these dials, which I was able to plug into through my audio interface into my microphone. So I could actually rejigger my audio even more with these, which was great. But then I realized that this was just getting way too complicated, and I was like, when I moved back over here, I was like, when I moved to this setup, I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. Especially now when I have a smaller desk, I'm not gonna have all this shit on my desk. So I just went back to this, which was a mistake in my opinion. I could have just stopped using this, and it would have been just as good. So I sold the U87. I didn't actually sell I sold the main microphone, but I actually didn't sell the shock mount, because I actually really like this shock mount. So yeah, it was a bit of a mistake. Now in hindsight, I should have just sold this and kept going with that microphone. But at the time, I was just so pissed off at that, because you start like dialing in your sound, and once you have finished off doing it and you're about to start streaming, you already realize that, oh shit, I've been doing this for 2 hours. So that was annoying. But now I think I got it down to what I want kind of sound. And now, seeing as I don't need to use this anymore, I'm just using the 2 dials on this and this big dial. I think it's just going to be more easier, and the sound is going to be more crisper. So you do as you shall. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. You're very tech-centric, aren't you? Well, I wouldn't call myself tech-centric. I don't really center myself around tech. I'm more into chainsaws and more into actual hard work stuff. But I do like for sure tech. I'm very interested in microphones, and I'm very interested in lighting, cameras, audio, cool setups and everything. I'm really interested in that, sure, but I don't really think that that's like my main thing, I guess. I wouldn't call that, at least, what I am. Will you do an office tour? I talked about this earlier. Yeah, at some point, I will do a office tour. But before that, I really just want my setup and everything in this room to be exactly how I want it to be. So when I show it, it's the best version of itself. Because currently, I got my setup pretty much down. Because before, I only had 1 screen, and now I have 2 screens. And I kind of set them up in a new way, so you might realize that the camera angle is a bit different right now. It's more down. And the reason is because my camera used to be behind this monitor right here, but I actually moved the monitor over here. So now these 2 monitors are kind of split up, and they're kind of like, they're not together anymore. And I put my camera in between those 2 monitors. So that's what I did. So once all of this is figured out exactly how I want it, then I will do a office tour in here. And plus the room back here, everything looks pretty good. Like, wait, how am I gonna be here? Back here, all of this looks really great. But I do really want something on this wall right here. I don't know what yet. Maybe like some sort of like wall-mounted shelves. Maybe would be nice over there, and put movies onto there, or some sort of nice painting or something. I don't want this room to look like a poster nightmare. Because before I've done that, when I lived, God, that was a long time ago, when I had that old office, when I had the black shelves behind me, if you remember. There I put up a lot of posters and just to fill the room up with all kinds of shit. And I don't really want to do that in this room. I really want to keep it warm and actually look like a nice room to come in, because I wouldn't call myself mature or anything, but I've definitely matured more into like a way that I like more of a simplistic look, instead of like LEDs and and I guess what is it called, RGB and all that stuff. I mean, all that stuff is great and I love it, and I would like to have some sort of RPG. Did I say RPG? Yeah, I meant a bazooka, for fuck's sake. Fuck, what is it called? RGB, there we go. I mean, I would like to have some RGB lighting somewhere in this room. somewhere in this room. And I don't mean that to say like I've matured in any way to be like, oh, I'm old and stuff like that. I don't mean it that way. I mean it more like I don't really like that stuff anymore that much. But as I said, I would like to have some sort of RBG. I keep saying RPG. RGB. I would like to have some RBG lighting on my door right here, and then make it the same color as these lights, that one and this one right here, to make it similar to these two lights. Just to give it more light in the room, just to have this backdrop look much nicer. And then some painting on this wall. And then after that, I think I would be about ready to do a setup tour, because all this is great, all this is fantastic, but I would really need to do a setup, but I would really need to get this done before I do that. But at some point, I'll promise you, at some point during summer, I will probably be doing that setup tour. Maybe, I'll tell you in the near future. In the future, but in the near future. By the way, sorry that I can't really speak today. I don't know what it is with me. Me and speaking openly about stuff. I don't know what it is with me today. I'm sorry if this is very awkward to listen to. But I just can't get the right words out for some reason. I'm really getting a bit annoyed. But hey, we'll excuse it. What's your mouse? My mouse is a Razer Deathadder mouse. God, it is hot in this room. I'm gonna turn on my fan. Should we get into some topics now, shall we? Seeing as we're in the 1 hour mark. And now this is usually when most people are in here. I think we should. Alright, I think we're gonna start with school strikes, because I think that's the shortest topic currently. So my schools came back already. We were only a week, or my school was only a week on strike. And my school already came back, and along with other schools, and I believe they still haven't gotten into some sort of solution on the problem, which really fucking sucks. I hate how fucking stiff they are with this. Like, I would have believed that we were already, like, at the winning point, like that. Alright, it's done. But no, they still haven't gotten fucking anywhere, which is really fucking annoying. Like, come on. Like, I'm really getting pissed off with this, because I really think that teachers' salaries are way too low, and plus also sjuksköterskor, the ones who are on strike in the hospital, sjuksköterskor. Fucking hell. This is why I always go to Google Translate, because I never can think about the word when I'm trying to say it. Nurses is in hospitals. They also are not getting a good salary currently, and they're also on strike, and they haven't gotten around to them as well, because the problem is that they're getting way too low of a salary. And like, I believe I looked at the stats a couple days ago, and I don't remember, like, it's fuck, man. I can't speak. I seriously can't speak. What the fuck is going on? I'm frustrated. I'm sorry. I don't really like to get mad, but I'm getting annoyed at myself, because the longer I speak about this, I'll just sound like Donald fucking Trump. Alright, let's try this again. So, they still haven't gotten to a solution, okay? They still haven't gotten to a solution about this problem. And I'm getting pissed off because I think that they're getting way too low for salary. I looked at the stats, it's way too fucking low. Nurses and teachers. Because think about this. Especially teachers. Teachers are supposed to teach our youth about, or the next generation to become tax-paying citizens. And they're getting the lowest salary, but they obviously should be getting the fucking highest. You know? And then while we're doing that, while this is happening, fucking whatever the fuck, politicians or whatever, they're getting so fucking high salaries. And sure, they have important work, but I think who teached the politicians? Who teached the who teach the politicians? Who teach these electricians? Who did the teaching to mathematicians, to scientists? Who was the first who teach them to get to that point? Teachers. And they're still not getting a good salary. Like when you put that into contrast, it really starts annoying. When I put that into contrast, it really starts annoying me. So I really hope that within the next hopefully couple months, they will get a higher salary. But what I think will happen here is that they will finally, the people who are in charge of how the salaries or whatever they're called, I actually don't know about this part that much. They will finally break, but then they will give a very, very small rising. They won't give anything significant. They will just give like small little nudge in the right direction, like $1,000 more or whatever. I mean, granted, $1,000 would be pretty sweet, or $500 or 1,000. You know what I mean? They won't give anything significant, and that's gonna suck. So I really hope that I hope a miracle happens and they really start getting better salaries because of this is fucking fucked up. And also nurses, I hope for them as well to get a better salary because they also are needed in the hospital industry, in hospitals and everything, because they are also important people. Everybody says, well, the doctors are more important than the nurses, and yeah, that is true. But nurses are the first people who actually, they're usually the people who ask you the initial questions to get you into, all right, is this a problem or is this not a problem? You know. That's the thing. Because I was sick once for 2 weeks, okay? I was sick once for 2 weeks. And we really started getting worried that something was wrong with me. So we went and took blood tests. And guess who took those blood tests? The nurse. Now sure, the doctor could do that, but when one doctor leaves, that means that there's one less office which is open to another patient, you know, which is close to another patient, you know. So I feel like the fact that people think that, oh, we don't need nurses, we definitely do, and they should get a better salary, because they're also, especially now during COVID, they're very important. So please, I would really hope that all these people get better salaries. And I hope a decision gets done soon. And I will definitely report on this, and I will definitely give my opinion on if the salaries are terrible or if they're great. Whatever, I will give my full opinion on those, because this is just bullshit in my opinion. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say about that situation, and I'm finally being able to talk more now. We went into blood tests because we were 2 weeks sick. I've been 2 weeks sick. Yeah, I was very small. I was very little at the time, so I probably didn't know all the backgrounds to this. So I may have some stuff wrong, but yeah, I was sick for 2 weeks. And it wasn't. I don't think it was completely necessary to go and do it, but it was still a good enough. It was a good but we thought we were gonna be on the safer side and just do it. And every time everything came out normal, so it was great. But yeah, I did in fact go on blood tests, which I believe was which was the best option. Just to be on the safe side, you know. Okay, clearly you're not gonna be fucking civil here, so I'm gonna fucking go ahead and ban you. There you go. And bye-bye. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I don't know why. Mod, why didn't you... I don't know why you didn't see him. Tell me in chat why you didn't see him. No, I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just wondering, like, well, did he show up on your side or whatever? Because that sometimes happens that he doesn't show up on your side, so... See if his previous conversations popped up on your side. You just didn't see them, or what was the point? What's the thing about it? Because we haven't actually had a person which I've had to ban in a long time. Why is that? Oh yeah. You're right. We lifted the time of chat because usually we had it as, I believe we had it as around 15 minutes around that time until you could start chatting, and now we put it down to 0, I believe, or was it 5 minutes? No, yeah, it was 0. So there's a lot more trolls or other people just getting in, and currently I'm pretty much just, and I believe that's why today there's been more people who had been needing to ban. But I believe we're on a minute's delay. No, not on a minute's delay. I believe we had it on 10 seconds, but I believe it's on like 30 seconds now. No, it's still, okay, it's still on 10 seconds. Mod corrected me. So we still have it on 10 seconds, so he usually has the time to ban people before I see them, which is nice. And I usually don't even ask about how many people he has banned, just because I just don't want to hear it, you know. Do you pay your mods? No, we're just doing this together too, because we'd like to do this. He likes doing this for me, and he likes to listen to what I do. And sometimes he listens to a podcast and just goes through the thing. Apparently, he says this is very meditative to do this. Which I don't know if that's the case, but if you like it, then okay, I'll do it. But no, I don't pay him just because he just doesn't want to be paid. It's our friend. It's a close friend. It's a very close friend. Have you had a bot as a mod? Yeah, once I had a bot. In the very beginning, I had a bot who was modding all of this. But the bot kept banning the wrong people who were just joking. So now I don't have a bot anymore. Would not recommend having a bot as a mod. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna go get my coffee now, seeing as I believe it's been down for like 20 minutes already, so I'll be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. No, I won't put on music because I think I really need to stop spinning shit. put that right there. Yeah, the coffee machine was still on. That's nice. So I was able to get very fresh coffee. I didn't need to heat it up in the microwave. Thank God. My hair is gross. It's 11 o'clock. We started at 10, I believe, a bit over 10, and now it's already 11. Jesus. Time goes fast when you're having fun. Are you still excited about the new indie movie? Yeah, I am very excited about it. It's about, I believe it's about a full year away. So right now, well, not from this day, but from around this time to next year around this time, it's gonna be out, which is pretty cool. It was June 27th, I believe. So next month, in about a couple months, it's gonna be, well, in about a month, it's gonna be a full year away. So that's gonna be very exciting. I don't believe there has been any news about the movie yet. But I believe, I'm not too sure, but I am expecting, this is all speculative, but I'm expecting there to be a teaser trailer being dropped at the end of the year. I'm hoping, at least. I'm hoping and praying that that's the truth. I believe, I mean, that would make sense, right? That would make sense, because that would be, that would mean that it's like a half year away. So if it's around November or December when they drop it, that's gonna be about a half a year away. So maybe on Christmas, that could be something, or earlier maybe. That could also happen. I don't know. I'm just serious. I don't know about this. I have no idea when it's gonna be dropped, or how it's gonna be dropped, or when it's gonna come out. But I'm just speculating that it's gonna be the trailer is gonna come out around the same time as about a half a year away. I mean, that would make sense, and I believe we're gonna get first promo pics around summer. I'm not sure again. I'm not sure, but I would imagine that. I could imagine that we would get some promotional pictures around there, like of the cast of Harrison Ford in the Indiana Jones costume, which is very exciting. Like, this is, like, I've been watching all Indiana Jones news related videos, and it's just so incredible to see this come to life, because I believe I've been waiting this, I believe I was 8 years old, I believe, when I first heard about that they were making a fifth one. So that would be 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 7 years of waiting. So I'm very excited. I'll be 16 by the time that comes out, which is also gonna be cool. I know, is it the 16? The 16, when you're 16? Isn't that the time when you're supposed to go around town with like a red zip-up hoodie and then baseball cap, which has the cap part completely straight like this and a bit folded up, like the cap a bit like this. Then you walk around with like big sunglasses and a gold chain around your neck, and you walk around and like, how you doing, girl? How you doing? No, am I just being stupid? Maybe. So, yeah, I don't know where that came from. When is the next ranch video gonna be coming out? I filmed a couple. I wanna film one and that's gonna be the next one what comes out. So I filmed one over here, which is gonna be coming out around next month. But this month there's gonna be a drill review or a drill comparison. Well, a review and a comparison between my DeWalt. Is it the XR? No, it wasn't the XR. It's some DeWalt hammer drill, which I have. I need to look up the specs on it and everything. Versus a Bosch, which is our old drill of similar size. So there's gonna be a drill review between those two, and we're gonna see which one is better. I mean, it's pretty obvious which one is better, but hey, we'll give the little Bosch a chance on winning. So I'm gonna be doing that, and that's gonna be in the next video, which is gonna be coming out at the end of this month. Maybe as close as next week. You'll see when it comes out. And then after that, then we're gonna have then there's gonna be a chainsaw comparison between my Steel 024 and a Husqvarna chainsaw, which we actually have my Marco actually has a Husqvarna chainsaw over here, which I've been using a small bit, so we're gonna do a comparison between those. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That video is already filmed, so that's gonna be coming out after that video, but the reason why I'm not posting that yet is just because of God, I can't really talk right now. The reason why I don't want to post that yet is just because I just don't feel like posting it right now. Because we just did a chainsaw video, so that's why. Hold on, I need to check something. I'm realizing it's on this right now. Hold on. We back? I think we're back. I don't know what that was. It seemed like it was some sort of... It could have been a DDoS attack, but I don't think it was that. I switched my IP address, so I should be fine now. But I think that was more just my internet acting up and then just shutting off the stream. I don't know if this is going to be in 2 parts or how it's going to be. If it's on YouTube, I'll probably just upload them in 2 parts, so. Okay, it was this is a different stream, okay. Well, that sucks. Well, anyway, we're going to talk about Ukraine now. So, there's been a lot of reports coming out that Russian soldiers are doing a lot of heinous things against the Ukrainian folk, like just normal citizens of Ukraine, like doing mass murders, and rape, unfortunately. That has also happened, taking advantage of people, you know, the deal. That really fucking sucks. Like, now, this is getting to the point that I am actually hoping that Putin actually... I'm really hoping that Putin actually gets captured or maybe killed. I'm really hoping... Well, I'm not hoping for anybody to get killed, but I just hope that somebody would somehow... just get that guy off power, you know? Capture the guy. I don't like to say kill, and I don't wish death on anybody, just because of, even on Putin, as bad of a guy as Putin, I think nobody should deserve death if it's not legally, if it's not giving you by legally, if it's like you go on death row or whatever, then sure, I will accept it. I don't really think that that's the best option, but I'll be like, okay, I kind of agree that guy shouldn't be on this, that guy should probably not be here, but I don't really like the idea of just somebody capping the guy, you know? I don't really want that to happen. I don't really hope. I hope more that he gets captured, to be honest. But I hope he gets sentenced to a prison where he has no windows, no doors. It's just a fucking concrete box, which is way down in the sewers of fucking Alaska or something. Well, not in the sewers, way down in the fucking buried way down in fucking Alaska or something. With some sort of with minimal ventilation and food, but gets delivered once a week. That's what I hope for the guy. Because we need to get him so far away from society as we can. Because he is dangerous. He needs to be taken out of power. He really does. People are speculating that he has a illness, but by looking at his feet while he has been on TV and such. Yeah, I've seen that also. I've seen that his feet are shaking, his hands are shaking, kind of like Hitler did at the end of World War II. So it seems like there's something wrong with him, but I'm not too sure what it is. But I believe his days are numbered. Like, seriously, I believe his days are numbered. Ukraine is holding their back pretty well. Yeah, Ukraine is really holding their borders. Like, they're fighting well. And this, originally, I did not think that Finland would have been able to do a. I never thought that Finland would have been able to do as good of a job as I never thought that Finland could actually defeat Russia, but now when I'm seeing how good it's going for Ukraine, seeing as we know the terrain, we Finnish people, most of us know the terrain really well in Finland, I think we could really easily take down, keep Russian soldiers from coming over our borders. I really think that. Did you hear about the school shooting in Texas? Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't talk about those things. I'm sorry if you wanted my opinion. I do have my own opinions on it, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just going to mention that because those are topics which I don't want to talk about on the internet because of first of all, those are a bit sensitive topics for me to talk about. Because I guess I despise those sort of people who could do something like that. I fucking hate those sort of people who could take innocent lives away from people. I despise those sort of people, and plus, I just don't feel like that's the right things for me to talk about on the internet. So I'm not going to be talking about those things. But I can tell you this much: I do have my opinions, and I do think that what the guy did was absolutely disgusting. But that's it. I'm not going to be talking about any more of that topic because those are topics which I don't think are suited for me to talk about on the internet. So Ukraine is a different thing because this is a worldwide thing which affects a lot of people, and I think we need to raise awareness on what's going on because I've been seeing too many of these fucking TikToks doing this. Ukraine is in war while I'm fucking shopping in Gucci, you know, like doing those fucking white trash fucking videos. Or I even saw this video where a person said, yeah, I know this is bad for Ukraine and all, but look at how cool these pictures look of these bombs exploding in the middle of cities in Ukraine. You know, like I've been seeing too many things, too much of these things coming up. Too much of these videos coming up where people are just saying, oh, it's fine, it's whatever. Like, no, it's not whatever. This is a war in Europe. This is something which could start World War III, so we can't fucking just let this just jump over our fucking shoulders. So, no, that's why I am talking about this. And I don't consider this a sensitive topic to talk about on the internet. I don't consider this like that, because this is more of a worldwide thing, which I can talk more generally about, and I don't need to like close in on the person and close in who did what, you know, which is important for me because I don't think that that's something which I should be doing, especially being a minor and all that. But yeah, this Ukraine situation seems like it's going all right for Ukraine currently. Have you seen the vans which have been sending out propaganda videos to Ukrainians? Yeah, I've seen that. That's I actually laughed at the first time when I saw that, because it's so fucking ridiculous that Putin is sending out these fucking vans from Moscow which have these videos playing propaganda. Like anybody's gonna fucking listen to his Nazi fucking, do we need to save these people from the Nazis or whatever. I'm sure there is people who are gonna listen to that, but come on. Like, we can see that Putin's really getting desperate at this point. It's funny, usually I need to, like, I usually give out my own opinion so fast on these topics. On all the topics which we have, because not a lot of people like to listen more to what I have to say than to chat about it in chat. But straight away when we start talking about Ukraine, just everybody wants to give their own opinions out, which is good, which is very good. You should give out your own opinions on this and raise awareness on this, what's going on. Do you think Russia will attack Finland? Not for the time being, but I believe I believe our best bet currently is to go to NATO, because of I think it's gonna happen at some point, or at least a threat of that's gonna happen at some point. And if that happens, we need to be in NATO to actually. We could stand a chance with our military, sure, but at the end of the day, Russia's just gonna win over. Like, come on, we don't have that good of a military. But if we were in NATO, we could in theory actually have a fair bit of a chance of pushing the. We could have a really good chance of pushing them out of our country, on Finland, which would be great. But currently that's not the threat, so we shouldn't. Currently that's not really the threat. So. Well, I just realized. Wait. That's Norway. Okay. I actually didn't know that. Norway has a little small island down on the ocean, which I never knew that. What's this island? Hold on. By the way, we're finished talking about Ukraine. I just wanted to raise more awareness on it. So now we're focusing on other things. But I really do want to continue talking about Ukraine more. But now I want to check what this island is. There's some island on the Atlantic Ocean, which is actually Norway, which is close to Greenland, which belongs to Norway, which I didn't know. It looks like a volcano. Let's have a look here. Google Earth. Let's have a look how this looks. It seems very interesting. I never knew that. If anybody knows what it is, then please let me know. Wait, this is in 3. I don't want this to be in 3D. Can we put this into 2D? How do you put this into 2D? Alright, there we go. Alright, now it's in 2D. This is great. Alright, where are we? There is Europe. And this little island that belongs to Norway is right here. Oh shit, yeah, it is a volcano. That's cool. How do I spin around on the computer? You would think you use WASD to spin around. That's how you move. Does anybody know how you... Can I like move the map? How the hell do I like... I want to turn the other way to see it from the other direction. Maybe for this? Okay, that does not really work. I don't know. But yeah, there's a giant volcano here. At least I think it's a volcano. It really looks like a volcano. Oh, I never knew that this existed. Is there any... Oh, there is some street views. I mean, they're not street views, they are pictures. But I do wanna see this volcano in a real picture. If this would let me go here. Come on. Love this one. Hold on, let me reopen this. See if this will work. Here we go. Alright. Ah, here we go. Now it seems like this is working. What the fuck? I guess for some reason there's no views on this. Alright, well I guess for some reason my street view isn't working. What's this? Barenberg. Ah, here we go. Oh shit, yeah, that looks fucking sweet, dude. Oh shit, that's awesome. That's fucking cool. Oh, alright, I'll put a link of this into chat. So you can see I'm actually gonna open up my Twitch here. I think that's how it works. There. You can go and have a look at that picture on your own. That's fucking sweet, dude. That is cool. That's the coolest fucking... I would love to go to these smaller islands. Like I'm seeing a lot of... I'm very interested in looking at Google Earth and just going around and seeing all these small islands and all that stuff. I would love to go to these islands. Sometimes I would hope once I reached my age around like 40, 45, I would love to do a trip around the world where I would pick out a lot of different destinations, and I would just be and I would travel for about like a month or so, and I would go every day. I would go to a new destination, or every 2 days. I would be like one day there, first day come there, and the second day I would explore, and the third day I would leave to another country and go there. So I would love to go to these sort of islands. That's like my life goal, to do that at some point. But man, that's cool. If anybody knows if this is a volcano, please let me know. Okay, so it is a volcano. Alright, that's interesting to know. That is interesting to know. That is very cool. That's very sweet. That is very, very fucking sweet. Should we talk about the Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp thing? So it seems like Johnny and Amber Heard's this trial, it seems like this is more going to Johnny's side. Seems like Johnny is really winning this. So if you don't know about the situation at all, I believe it started off by them getting a divorce, and then Amber Heard coming out with these allegations against that Johnny has harassed her or whatever, and hit her and all this stuff. And apparently all of that was made up. It seems that way, at least. I mean, I'm not sure, but it seems like that was mostly made up. And hearing all of these conversations, what they have had, all the recordings, it seems like the toxic one in this relationship is Amber Heard, which I actually didn't really know about Amber Heard that much. I saw her in Aquaman, but that's pretty much it. And I don't want to call it that I'm happy that Johnny Depp is winning this, because honestly, if Johnny Depp was a abusive person, then I would fucking stop. I would fucking boycott him, and I would hate him for being that, because I don't tolerate those people. But I'm happy to hear, because he's a hero. I wouldn't call him a hero of mine, but he's really an inspiration of me. I really like the Pirates of the Caribbean show, and I would have really hated to hear that he was that he would have been this abusive person. And I'm happy that he's not. I guess I'm not happy that he's. I mean, I'm neutral to the sense of I don't. Whoever is right, and I don't like. I'm not on Johnny Depp's side because of I like him more or whatever. But I'm happy to hear that he is not this, that a mask wasn't dropped from his head and he was actually this horrible person. I'm happy to hear that he's actually a fairly good person underneath. And of course, everybody has their toxic sides to them. Like even me, everybody has something what they do which is not great. But some people, but I'm happy to hear that it's nothing serious on Johnny's side, and he's not like abusive or anything. I'm very happy to hear that. Well, not toxic sides, but more like everybody has their bad eggs of them. Like they all have their kooks of what a bad habit or whatever. Like some people have a bad habit of not cleaning the room, or some people might have an alcohol issue, or somebody might be so bad that they're actually very fucking toxic underneath, and they're very they constantly get into fights or whatever. So I'm happy to hear that Johnny Depp is not like this. But I am sad to hear this about Amber Heard, that she is how she is. Very sad to hear this, because unlike, well, as I said, I didn't really know about Amber Heard that much, but I really liked her in Aquaman. I'm sad to hear that she is like this, because it is really sad. It's very sad when a mask gets dropped from one of your people who you like. And then again, I didn't really like Amber Heard. I didn't really know about Amber Heard, but except for Aquaman. But I'm very disappointed that Amber Heard is this way. Expected more from her. But yeah, so it seems like there's a couple days left and we will see the final answer soon. So I hope that's gonna do it. Anyway, I think we're about ready to wrap up here. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot to take in. Man, I think we streamed for about 2 hours. A little under. Holy shit. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you all later. This was awesome. Catch you guys later.